everyone, I'm gonna be doing a card today using all of this stuff. So make sure you're subscribed and keep watching.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Let's make a card. To be honest, I don't know what this card is gonna be, although I did cut this out. I used the double stitch die for this one and the single stitched one just above it for this one. And what this does is that puts a nice little border around there. I learned that from Ken's Creations videos. If you watch his live video where he did a card like this, I'm gonna do mine different though. Not quite sure what that is yet. I got this image from these. Comes in a pack like this. And just so you know, this weekend, May 6th and 7th, just today, hopefully I get this video out today, you can get 15% off of everything at ThermoWeb. And I will put a link to ThermoWeb in the description below. If you use that link, I do get commission on what you purchase, just a small commission, but it all helps me make these videos. Okay, these are the die sets I'm using. This is the double die stitch and a single die stitch. And I'm using the center one from each. So the larger one from each and the center one from each, they're just a tiny bit of a difference. So you can use those and put a border around that. Isn't that cool? Okay, all I know is I'm using this. I'm gonna be playing with some inks with this. I'm gonna be experimenting. I'm gonna be using these. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna be experimenting. So if you wanna see some experimentation, keep watching the video and click like. Okay, the first thing I know we're doing is using this. I've already used these in my die cut machine or embossing machine. You can use these with any embossing machine. Works great in the Cuttlebook. I know I want to use this and cut it in half. This is 8.5 by 11. I got that in this pack, which matches these colors. Love that. Thank you. And this is really nice premium cardstock. This is 100-pound cardstock, so it's really nice for card bases. It's nice and thick. Using my Cricut trimmer, and I'm going to cut this in half. So half of 11 is 5.5. So I'll move this to the 5.5 mark. Fold that down. Cut that. So now I got 2 card bases. So I'm just gonna fold this in half. You can use a scoreboard. You can use the Cricut trimmer, also has a scoring thing if you want to switch that out. I actually have more than one trimmer, so I think I'm gonna change one to always be scoring. I can always score that. But for now, I'm gonna fold this in half. The bone folder, you could use your Cricut scraper, anything that will push that down really good. So now we have the card base. This is just the beginning. Now I want to play with these inks and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not even sure what color of foils. I'm gonna use more than one color of foil just because I want to experiment and have a little fun with that. I'm gonna color this in. I think I'm gonna use all the colors but the green. I think I'm gonna use these colors on everything. I'm gonna also color some of this and some of this. Let's figure out what size we're gonna make these, because I don't know. I know what size, this is 4.25 by 5, and I want this to be smaller than that. I'm gonna cut this at 3.5. And I also want this on there somewhere. I'm gonna cut this at 2.5. We're gonna have to cut I think I wanna do something like this, maybe like that. Cut them off down here. Right now they're the same height. Do I want them the same height? I don't know. I wanna do something different. I don't wanna do the same as everyone else. I don't know what I'm cutting at. I'm just cutting. Nothing has to be perfect. You can make up whatever you want. And how's this gonna go? That's gonna go behind there. I may cut out some black to go behind these. I haven't decided. Maybe something like this. Maybe up here. I can always cut out more. Maybe something like that. No, I don't know. I don't know. These are my hardest card making decisions. Maybe do something like that. I don't know. I don't think this decision is gonna make until there's adhesive on it. Okay. Oh, I could also put this like behind it too. Like that. I don't know, we'll see. But we're gonna play with these because I'm gonna color these in and we're gonna foil them with different colors of foil. So I'm gonna set this out of the way. I am gonna play with the Gina K inks. Okay, I've never played with these before. And we are going to experiment. You are seeing me do this for the very first time. And I think I want all of her inks just because I love the little inks. I want all the little inks. Gonna have to make room for these inks. And I have the Tim Holtz Blendies. It's not what they're really called. Blenders, I think that's what they're called. I usually use these for paints for the dilutions, as you can see, and I just put new white things on the end. And we are just going to experiment and have a little fun. Okay, got some pink on there. Let's see what happens. Ooh, pretty. Oh my gosh. Love that. And I cut this out before I'm doing it because it'll be darker on the edge. Let's do some teal. Oh, that's so pretty. Is that not pretty? Okay, let's try the purple. Ooh! That is so pretty. Let's do more of this one. Let's do more pink. Oh, love it. Isn't it pretty? And then this is going to be foiled. So you can use it just black as it is, or you can foil it. Okay, and I'm getting ideas. I think I'm going to foil this with this one, the silver sequins. Won't that be pretty on there? So everything you see black will be this. And then I'm going to foil these with different colors, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and color these. Okay, I'm going to start with the purple this time. Let's do the blue. Okay, I'm going to experiment and just stamp this on here. Because we are experimenting today, right? And I got some on there. So let's go ahead. Some of this is going to be covered up. Let's do pink. So this one I'm just going to mix the pink and the teal color, the turquoise sea and the passionate pink, because when you mix them they make a purple. Okay, I'm going to let these dry. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I'm going to just leave it for now and decide later. Okay, let's get this ready to foil. I'm going to cut this so I don't waste it. We're gonna cover that completely like that. I'm gonna put this inside just a piece of like copy printer paper. It's not cardstock. You can use parchment paper. Some people say you can use nothing. And I'm also gonna try This is my first time using this one. This is a laminator I got from Amazon. At the time I shared a link for this. It was only $9.99 and it's really hot. And this is my first time using it. But it's been on for like a half hour or so. So I'm gonna put this in like this and just run it through. So it's taking that through, speed up the video, came out the other end. I only put it through once. I may need to do it twice. This is a cheap laminator. But actually one time it looks pretty good. Wow. Can you see that? Isn't it pretty? It's so cool. Love that. Now, if you have toner sheets or print black paper from a laser printer, a black laser printer that has toner, you could put this on top of that and then it would be black everywhere this is now foiled and it would be printed on here. I don't have any toner sheets right now. I can't find them. So if you put this on the black toner sheets, it's gonna look like that. But I didn't put this on there. This is just... So keep these. Don't throw them away. Okay, now let's foil these. I'm just not quite sure how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use these 3 different colors of foils. So let me open these up and get a sheet of each one. You get a lot of foil in here. You get 12 sheets. There's 12 sheets in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna use scissors and I'm just gonna cut random pieces. I'm gonna zigzag or wave it around. I'm just cutting randomness. Nothing straight, and I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, what is she doing? I don't want straight lines. So these are gonna be as randomness as the ink on here. And I have no idea what this is gonna look like. I've never done this before. So we will see. I'm gonna use this. Let's put our pieces on here. Okay, yeah, I cut plenty of pieces. Get this one in half. Now, if I miss any of these pieces, I can go back in and do it again. Okay. So I think I have all of the black covered. There we go. This may not turn out perfect, but we will see. We're experimenting. Okay, let's try to put this in. Just push it in until it starts to grab it and pulls it through. I'm thinking maybe I should put this through again. I don't know. Just because I had so many layers, I think I'm gonna go ahead. The last one turned out great, only one time. I just want to be sure because we are putting extra layers. Like there's foil sitting on top of foil, so it might not be as hot as it should be. Okay, it's really hot. I think I'm gonna let it cool for a minute. Are you guys ready for this? Okay. Ooh, pretty. Oh. So pretty. That is really cool. For some reason, it looks like it didn't take right there. I think that will be fine because I will just cover that up. It probably had to do with me putting so many layers on top of each other, but the other one came out great. So we're just gonna go with it, and I can cover that part up like that. Okay, and this is gonna go somewhere. Now another question, do I wanna outline these in black? Okay, I'm gonna cut a piece to fit behind this one. I'm not measuring the inches, I'm just putting this paper in there to use that to measure. And I'm gonna make this just as long, cutting off a teeny bit of that, which is fine, because I think it was a little too long. And now we're gonna cut this way. I want it a little bit wider. So right there looks good. Because there's so much color on this card, I think these do need just a little bit of a border. And I think that will. So this is how I cut without measuring. I just put the pieces I want on there. Put it the size I want it. And maybe over a little more. I think that would be good. Okay, and we're not done yet. I still want to do the ribbon and color that. Okay, now that size is too big. I'm going to cut some of this off. And I will save this to use on another card. This is what happens when you just do a card winging it, not sure what you're going to do. But this is how I like to create. I think it's more fun to create as I go instead of have everything all planned out. I'm going to do this like this. I'm going to put ribbon here. And do this like that. Something like that. Okay, let's play with the ribbon because I'm gonna show you how to color it. Okay, so we have this ribbon. I'm gonna put there underneath this one. But I wanna color it. I have black too, that would be cool. But I just wanna color the ribbon because I think it'd be fun. All right, let's play. Let's just see what happens. There's pink. Purple, or it's actually called wild lilac, and turquoise sea. Those are so pretty. So this ribbon is awesome because you can make it any color you want it. This has a lot of pink in it, so I don't think I'm gonna do it pink. And I think the purple is a little dark, so I think I just want to use it as a teal turquoise sea color. So I'm going to cut this off. I will keep that. I'm going to use this little sticky tape from ThermoWeb and attach all of these. And something I wanted to do is clean this off. All the inks wipe right off of this mat. Yes, I like these much better with the black outline around them. This one's not going to have an outline on the edge, just the sides. This is so cool because you can see the stars through the ribbon. See that? And I'm just going to put this adhesive here and here. Cut off the extra ribbon. It's not needed. And this one I want to pop up. I'm going to use the Thermo Web 3V foam squares. I've actually been using these for years. I originally found these at Joann's. These are really sticky. Once they're down, they're down. There's no moving them around. Isn't that cool? I feel like I need some bling up here. Okay, look what I found in my stash. Some little teal stars. And I also found these. I think I'm gonna put some of these on here too. And I'm just gonna try this adhesive because that's what I have out. Let's rub some of that on there. That's kind of cool. Okay, now I'm getting carried away. Oh, I had two of them there. Okay, this adhesive works good. Isn't it fun to find stuff in your stash? Let's do a smaller one. Isn't that fun? There's a lot going on this card. And then I can just write a note to a friend in there. All right, if you want to see me use more of these products, give me a thumbs up. Click the like button and make sure you're subscribed. I have a lot more coming. All right, guys, here's a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Dana, Diana, Connie, Lynn, Valrika, Jason, Dorothy, Carol, Michelle, Margaret, Robin, Debbie, B, Peggy, Janelle, Leslie, April, Karen, Regina, Amanda, Jane, Tara, Sally, Judith, Joyce, Catherine, Shannon, Janet, Karen, Rose, Diana, Angela, Kathy, Melissa, Joanne, Linda, Katie, Sharon, Deb, Jacqueline, Debbie, Patty, Cheryl, Deb, Amy, Luann, Stacy, Karen, Dolores, Clarette, Anita, Tanya, Carol, Ellen, Christina, Bridgetta, Sarah, Kimberly, Jill, and Tammy. Thanks,
You
guys.
are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.